Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Notes Wali. In this video, you will be getting the notes of chapter number 4 of Chemistry class 12th, that is Chemical Kinetics. Link for PDF is available in the description box. Go and check there and let's have a look at main topics of the chapter. Basically, there are three aspects of a chemical reaction, which are feasibility of a reaction, extent to which it happens, and speed of the reaction. And we have already learned about the top two factors, that is feasibility, which is given by the value of Gibbs energy for a particular chemical reaction, and extent of a reaction is found out by using the equilibrium conditions. So in this chapter we are going to deal the speed of chemical reaction, and chemical kinetics itself means that it deals with the speed of the chemical reactions. So we categorize two types of processes or reactions, that are slow processes and fast processes. Slow processes like rusting and fast processes like melting of ice. So at macroscopic level, chemical kinetic deals with the amounts of reactants which are changing into the products, and at microscopic, or we can say molecular level, it deals with the collisions and energy of the molecules. Rate of a chemical reaction can be found out in two ways. It can be average or instantaneous. We can find out the rate in terms of reactants and products. Next is the factors affecting rate of reaction, which are mainly four, and we will be discussing them throughout the chapter. First is nature and state of reactants, second is concentration of reactants, third is temperature, and the fourth one is catalyst. In this chapter, our main focus would be at the state of reactants. So first factor we are discussing is the nature of reactants. Depending on the nature of reactants, the speed of the reaction can be very fast, moderate, or slow. Second is state of reactants. Whenever the reactants are in gaseous or liquid state, the reaction generally proceeds faster than the reactants in the solid state. Next is the concentration of reactants. Rate of a reaction decrease with decrease in concentration and vice versa. The next one is differential rate law. It is very important for the chapter and you should read it very carefully. Taking help of the differential rate law, we calculate the order of a reaction, and order of a reaction can be integer or fraction. Some examples are already given here, you can look at them. The next topic is the units of K. K is the constant of the differential rate law, and its units are different for the reactions of different orders. Next we talk about the elementary and complex reaction. The reaction which occur in one step are called elementary reaction, whereas complex reaction are the result of multiple elementary reactions. After that we deal with the molecularity of a reaction, which is the number of reacting species taking part in an elementary reaction. And molecularity of a complex reaction has no significant meaning. Molecularity can never be zero, and it is determined by the stoichiometric coefficients of the reactants. After that we come to the integrated rate equation, which is the integrated form of the differential rate equations, and we find them for only zero order and first order reactions. Their graphs are basically straight line graphs. Next topic is the half-life of a reaction, which is very important topic. Next topic is the pseudo first order reactions. Pseudo first order reaction are those reactions which are originally second order, but by altering some of their conditions they start behaving as first order reactions. Mainly numericals from this chapter include these three methods, that is formula substitution method. You have to remember all the formulas that we have studied till now. Second is graphical method, and third is half-life method. After that we look at the temperature dependence of rate constant, which is given by the Arrhenius equation. Arrhenius equation introduced the concept of activation energy, which is the minimum amount of energy required to break the older bonds and form new bonds in order to gain new products which have lower energy than the reactants. Then two scientists developed the theory of collision, which stated that the rate of reaction not only depends on the activation energy but also on the collision frequency. And then collision frequency was introduced to the Arrhenius equation, and after that another point was added to the theory, that Effective collisions are necessary in order for the formation of products. Another factor called probability or steric factor was added to the equation of rate of the reaction. And lastly, we look at the catalyst dependence of the rate constant, and we already know that a catalyst is a substance that increases the rate of reaction without undergoing any change in its own chemical composition. So what does a catalyst do? Catalyst reduces the activation energy and increases the effective collision, which results in the speeding up of the reaction. And there are some substances which slow down the speed of reaction, and also they don't undergo any change in their chemical composition, but they are not called catalysts, they are called inhibitors. With this, we have completed this chapter, and we shall meet very soon with the new topics. Till then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.